Hi there, Sophia here. I'm so happy you joined me today because I'm really excited about this video. I'm going to be doing a collaboration with my YouTube friend, Palm Springs Cindy. If you're not familiar with her channel, you're missing out on a really fun time. Not only is she beautiful and very stylish, but she always keeps it real. Her videos are entertaining, informative. She does fashion, she does beauty, she does lifestyle, she talks about everyday events, and she even has a very fun event, which is her happy hour live chat. And if you haven't seen that, it is a riot. She's got a virtual party going on. She answers questions, she chats with her audience. It's a fun time. We are both presenting a video today wearing matching tunics. I did a video a while back where I talked about this tunic in some of my spring and summer finds because I found it on Amazon. It comes in a ton of different colors and patterns. It's so reasonable. I think they're always marking it down, but I think it's about $18 now. It's a very silky fabric, a little bit loose. It has a nice 3/4 sleeve. It's perfect for the summer because it's lightweight. Anyway, she told me, hey, guess what? I bought the same tunic, and wouldn't it be fun to do a collaboration together wearing our outfits? And of course, I thought that was a great idea. So that's what we're doing today. The subject that we picked is a really good topic for all of us, and that is 7 ways to look better now. And some things are free and some things just take a little bit of effort, but it's all doable. So I'm going to start with the free one. The number one thing, or the number one tip I'm going to tell you about is posture. It's so important to have a feeling of self-assurance by carrying yourself in a nice, straight way. In other words, shoulders back, straight back. And good posture leads to many things. First of all, your outfits look better when you're standing tall. You look more self-confident. You feel empowered. There's a reason our moms said to us, stand up straight, put your shoulders back, because you instantly look better when you have good posture. Tip number 2 that I wanted to mention is brightening the whites of your eyes and also your teeth. The whites of your eyes is very simple. Get a good eye drop product. I use either Visine or Clear Eyes because I happen to have allergies, so there are some that are specifically for allergies. But some mornings I wake up and my eyes look a little pink or bloodshot, so the first thing I reach for is this. I only use it once a day. I'll put it in my eyes, blink and wait for it to settle down. Sometimes it'll sting a little bit, and then all of a sudden the whites of my eyes are white and bright. And if you look at children and young people, teenagers, you'll notice that their eyes always look bright and the whites of their eyes look youthful. As we age, many times that is diminished. It can turn pinkish, veiny, dull colored, and so this helps, and it's an instant picker-upper. The other thing is, of course, teeth. As we age, our teeth get duller and we pick up stains from everyday living. Coffee, tea, wine, berries. I happen to love blueberries, raspberries, cherries. All of that stuff stains your teeth terribly. So I always have these Crest white strips on hand. I use the Professional Effects one. They have many different ones. This is the one I think works best. And what I do is I do it in between my dental cleanings, which I plan every 6 months. So in between, maybe 3 months into it, I'll go in and use this for about 4 or 5 days, and it really brightens up the smile and makes you feel self-confident and look more youthful with whiter, brighter teeth. The next thing I'm going to talk about, speaking of smiles, is the mouth. Anytime people ask me, what is the number one makeup product you can't live without? And I always say lipstick. But it has to be with lip liner. And the lip liners that I happen to love are the ones that have a waxy finish to them so they don't get into the fine lines. As we age and mature, women always have this issue. We've got those tiny little lines on our upper lips especially, and it can come from anything. It's not only a smoker's lines, it can be from sipping on a straw too much or pursing your lips or puckering up, whatever. But those lines do form and you want to camouflage or make them unnoticeable. So what I do is I normally take a little bit of concealer and go over my lips. Then I take a good lip liner, and the ones that I love are the following ones. There are so many on the market. Just make sure that they are long-lasting and have a waxy feel to them so that they don't get into those fine lines. They just kind of sit on top of your lips. I was not blessed with nice voluptuous lips, so my lips are, I would say, normal. They're not thin and they're not pouty. They're just normal size. So I always overline slightly, and the products that I love are the Laura Mercier pencil. Sephora would be the drugstore brand one. The Sephora one is fantastic. It is one that you roll up, and then on the other end it has a little sharpener so you can sharpen it. And the other one that I enjoy very much is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On, and also the Makeup Forever lip liner. I have a feeling, I heard this was being discontinued, so I'm not sure about recommending that, but those are four that I always reach for, always in a nude color, a little bit darker than my lips. So what I do is I line my lips, then I reach for a lip color. And for those of you who love nude lips, my suggestion is at least get it with a tint of pink or peach, whatever goes best with your skin color, because a completely nude lip really washes you out, especially if you are a mature woman. Just something that adds color and vitality to your face goes a long way in making you look better. And the color that I'm wearing today is by Chanel. It's the Coco Rouge, and it's kind of like an orangey coral. I love it. I picked it out because it goes so well with this tunic, but I normally veer toward things that give my face a little color, even for daytime. And I stay away from matte lipsticks, because matte lipsticks for older women, I just think that matte lipsticks don't do us any favors, because they immediately show the lines in the lips, not just the top, but in the lips. And if your lips are not full and pouty, why wear something that makes them look parched because they are so matte? So if you have to have a matte lipstick, then maybe put a little touch of gloss just on your lower lip to give it a little something. But what I always reach for are cream lipsticks, and they have them in every price range. When I was in college, I used to buy Maybelline, always wore that, loved it, it was affordable. I still buy Maybelline products, I think they're fantastic. But I also, if I like the high-end ones, I like all the different makes. So just find the color that suits you and makes you feel good, and for every day. And then for special things, go brighter, go deeper. As long as you've got your lips painted, you're way ahead of the game for beauty. And speaking of beauty, the other thing that goes back to prehistoric times, if you go to any museum, you will see that women always had jewelry, and especially earrings. I love going to the Metropolitan Art Museum, where I see all the Egyptian jewelry, the Roman jewelry, the Greek jewelry, dates thousands of years back, but they had the right idea. They were gold, they were encrusted with jewels. Now we have everything at our fingertips. I happen to be a jewelry junkie, but especially for earrings, and that is the next tip that I'm going to mention. Earrings will change your look completely. Even if you're going for a casual look, let me show you the different ones. I'm very partial to dangling earrings with stones. Those are my favorites. I think that they really dress up any outfit, and I love these. But I also have just plain gold loops, and I have silver, and I have many times a combination of gold and silver. My favorite everyday earrings, if I'm going to run an errand and I don't want to get fussy with earrings, are these tiny little gold loops. They're 14 karat gold, and what I like is they're chunky. So they're pretty. They're not too delicate. I don't really care for delicate jewelry on me. I like something that shows up. Just this little pop of gold is very pretty, and it'll dress up any outfit, and you can wear it with casual as well. Also, the dangling earrings, I happen to love these. These are beautiful. They have little diamonds encrusted in them. And also, if you want to just go, again, nothing too big, but something that's pretty and gives your face a little bit of a glow and radiance, pearls are fabulous for that. I have pearls in all styles. These are some of my favorites. These are the little drop earring ones that are the freshwater pearl, and I think they're just right. I often travel in these because I don't want anything bulky or that's going to get caught in my hair, but I do like a little something, so I'll wear these or those little loops. So earrings will instantly make you look prettier and feel prettier. The other thing that I wanted to mention are eyebrows. Everybody says, oh, the eyebrows frame the face, and they're right. Eyebrows are really important, and as we age, our eyebrows tend to thin out along with our lashes. Well, in today's world, there's a way to combat everything pretty much. There are so many eyebrow serums out there in every price range that really work. I happen to love New Brow when I noticed my brows were starting to thin out, and also because when I was in my 20s, I overplucked my brows. I ended up penciling them in and realizing that I looked a lot better with more brow than with a very skinny brow. Now, the important thing, of course, is to get the right products for it. If you happen to be blessed with thick brows, sometimes all you need is one of those little wand type of mascara type brow product that Anastasia makes, and so many others. Benefit makes it as well. What I always go to is a pencil with a very fine point and a spoolie. I need those two things, and I always choose a pencil that will last from morning till night. So I have two to recommend. The one that I love that is a drugstore product, and it's in taupe, which is a universal color, is this one by NYX. And it has the spoolie on one end, and then it has a very fine point on the other end. And with that, I'm able to draw in very fine hairs and to shape my brow how I like to. I tend to have very arched brows, so I often go under the brow and extend it so it isn't too arched. Then the one that I love that's high-end and is just gorgeous and stays on from morning till night and is a beautiful color as well is the one by Rouge Bunny Rouge. I just reviewed this in a previous video. I love this one. Honestly, I'm reaching for this every time I get ready now because of the ease. And it is also one that you roll up, has a tiny, tiny point to it, and is so precise, and it glides on. Sometimes pencils tug at your brow and you just can't get it right. These both work very well, and I'm sure you know this and probably have watched lots of eyebrow videos, but the most important thing is the placement. And you know, you can't make a straight brow into an arch, obviously. So pretty much we're born with the brows that go with our eye shape. I always make sure to do three things when I'm tweezing or trying to shape or pencil in. I want to make sure that my brow begins here. If I bring the brows in too close, I look angry. It's not a flattering look. I don't like to draw too much in here because if it's too heavy in here, it also will give you an angry look. The thing I always avoid is bringing the brow too low. You do that, you bring your whole face down. You want to keep your brows up so that your face is lifted up. And so because of that, the trick, and you've seen this probably a million times, is to take it from the edge of your nostril up. And your eyebrow should end right there. And that's it. With that, you can play around. If you really are kind of lost and not sure, you can always buy stencils. They have them in every price range at Ulta and at Sephora. So get yourself a set of stencils and just play with it, or work with that if it's easier. Then the other thing I wanted to tell you about, which I guess is number 6, is for the body. I always reach for self-tanner in the spring and summer, mostly because it makes you look so much better. And self-tanner not only hides certain flaws, but it really makes you look more toned and slimmer. So I do two things. If I'm feeling lazy and I haven't put self-tanner on and I don't have time to fool with that, then I just put body makeup tanner, like a bronzing type. And I have two to recommend. The one that's really inexpensive and drugstore priced is the Sally Hansen Airbrush Legs. You can use this on your arms and your legs, and it works beautifully. I often put moisturizer on before because it can be drying. So moisturizing, not oil, not body oil, but a good moisturizer or lotion under this works wonders. And then on the high end, my absolute favorite is the Vita Liberata. Vita Liberata is an incredible product. It really goes on gorgeous. It goes on very dark, but once you've blended it in, it gives you, I have it on now, it gives you such a pretty color. I'm pretty pale, but this is just one coat of it. And I always use one of these. This is their mitt. I'm sorry it looks all stained because I just used it, but it makes it so much easier. You squirt some in it and just rub it on your neck, your chest, anywhere. and it's just instant glow, toning, slimmer. It's fabulous. I think that's one of the best inventions ever. For traveling, I like to take this with me. These are the towelettes, and they are by L'Oreal Sublime Bronze, and just one you can go over and touch up, or just get a nice tan if you're on a trip and your tan's starting to fade. You can also, when you're home, this is the one product that I really love, and it's the Jergens Instant Sun in Deep Bronze. And this is so pretty. It's a mousse. It's very easy to apply with one of these mitts, or I would just use plastic gloves if you don't have a mitt. The mitts are very inexpensive. You can buy them anywhere. And this is gorgeous. Just one coat gives you a golden look. It doesn't smell bad, barely has a scent. And within an hour or two, you already have your tan going, and you can deepen as you wish. Then my very last tip that I'm going to share with you, because I am such a hair person, is I think that it's really important to update your look when it comes to hairdo. Many of us get stuck in a rut wearing the same haircut or hairstyle we had 20 years ago, 10 years ago, because it looks good on us, but times change and looks change. And you know, remember the Jennifer Aniston, when everyone had to have stick straight hair, and then we had the shag, we had all these looks, now it's some waves. But the number one thing that I think is really good is to get some volume into your hair. And I mean volume at the crown, because it also lifts your face up. If you've got volume, and you can achieve it many ways. You can use a mousse when you wash your hair. I love this one, Got to Be Fantastic by Schwarzkopf. This is very good, very inexpensive. Ulta is where I picked it up, but I know they have it on Amazon as well. And the other tool that I use, you can use it with any of your favorite hairsprays, is this. I can't live without this. This is my teasing brush. And it has two types of bristles, a plastic and then just a regular bristle. And I just lift sections of my hair, tease it at the root, spray the roots, and then kind of zhuzh it around, and then I've got volume. And adding to volume, also a suggestion that I'm going to give that I think works great on every type of hair, whether your hair is fine and straight, thick and straight, coarse and curly, whatever. Go in and get some good layers. And it doesn't have to be heavily layered. It can be lightly layered, but the style and the cut will make such a difference in giving you a more youthful appearance. It's much more flattering to have layers around your face and maybe some side swept bangs. When you want to pull your hair back, often I'll just pull my hair in a ponytail and leave a few side swept bangs, a few little pieces down here, and then my face doesn't feel so naked, and it just looks dressed up. I can also pull my hair up in the top knot and leave some pieces down. And the thing with layers is that they frame your face, and it has movement in it. The same thing with highlights. So give your hair a boost, either with highlights, layers, volume, maybe all three, and you'll see that you will look better instantly. I hope you enjoyed my tips, and also that you'll run over and check out Cindy's tips. We don't know what each other did for this video, so some of the tips might overlap, probably will, I don't know, but I'm really excited to see what she has in her video, and I hope that you will also join her channel, because she's like that girlfriend you always want to hang out with, because she is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye now. Have a great day.